And we are with the news that is sending shockwaves through the entire cycling world tonight. Hold on to your handlebars because the 2026 European Road Cycling Championships are coming home for the king. Slovenia, yes, that tiny nation that punches 1,000 times above its weight, has just been confirmed as the host of the 2026 UEC Road European Championships. And that means one thing and one thing only. Tadej Pogacar, the reigning European champion, will defend his rainbow-striped European jersey on his own roads, in front of his own people, wearing the green and blue of Slovenia. This is not a dream. This is not a movie script. This is happening. 3rd to 7th October 2026, and the cycling world is already losing its mind. Picture the scene. The same legs that demolished the Tour de France, crushed the Giro d'Italia, and danced up the steepest mountains of the Vuelta are going to be flying through the Julian Alps, past Lake Bled, through the vineyards of Goriška Brda, and screaming towards finishes in Ljubljana, Novo Mesto, or maybe even right under the walls of that fairy tale castle in the capital. This is personal. This is national. This is Tadej Pogacar with the entire country on his shoulders and fire in his eyes. Let's go back just a few weeks. September 2025, Drenthe, Netherlands. The European Championships road race. Everyone thought it was going to be a showdown between the usual suspects. And then, boom! Out of nowhere, Tadej Pogacar launches the attack of his life with still 40 kilometers to go. He bridges, he drops, he solos, he wins by almost a minute, arms aloft, tears in his eyes, claiming the European title for the very first time in his career. And now, less than 2 months later, the UEC announces the next edition is in Slovenia. You cannot write drama like this. The contract was signed today in Ljubljana. 3 signatures, 1 massive statement. The Slovenian government, the Cycling Federation of Slovenia, and the European Cycling Union all put pen to paper in front of the cameras, and the message was crystal clear. Slovenia is ready to host the continent's biggest stars just 7 days after the 2026 World Championships in Montreal. That timing? Genius. The Worlds finish on the 27th of September. The European Championships kick off on the 3rd of October. Translation: every single rider who wants to end the season with a medal will be on that start line in Slovenia, legs still buzzing from Canada, eyes locked on one more shot at glory. And who do you think will be the absolute center of attention? Tadej Pogacar, the man who has everything. 2 tours, 1 Giro, a world's rainbow jersey, Liège, Lombardy, Strade Bianche, Flèche Wallonne. But now he gets to race as defending champion in the country that worships him. Imagine the crowds, imagine the noise, imagine Slovenian flags from the Italian border to the Hungarian plains. Imagine little kids who grew up watching Pogacar on TV, now standing roadside screaming his name as he attacks on climbs he trained on as a teenager. But it's not just about Tadej. Oh no, this is going to be a Slovenian festival of cycling. Primož Roglič, the man who brought Slovenia its first Grand Tour, the man who has carried this nation on his back for a decade, he'll be there in the national jersey. Tadej Mohorič, the downhill wizard, the man who descends like he's got wings, he'll be hunting that rainbow-striped jersey he came so close to before. Christian Koren, Jan Trotnik, Luka Mezgec, Domen Novak. This is the deepest Slovenian men's squad we've ever seen at a European Championships, and they're racing at home. And let's talk about the women, because Slovenia is not a one-trick pony. Eugenia Bujak, Ursa Kentar, and a new generation coming through, they're going to have the chance to shine on the biggest stage Europe can offer. This is a full national celebration. The president of the Cycling Federation of Slovenia, Aleksandar Pavlik, could barely contain his emotion at the signing ceremony. Quote, "I am happy and proud that we have brought the European Championships to Slovenia. We will have the chance to watch thrilling battles between the world's best riders, most of whom come from Europe. I am especially pleased that we will be able to see our own stars racing at home in the green kit. This championship is a thank you and recognition to everyone in Slovenian cycling who spent more than a century building our successful story." A century. That's how deep this goes. Then the Minister for Economy, Tourism and Sport, Matthias Khan, stepped up and basically declared national holiday vibes by saying, quote, "With this signing, we have taken a huge step for Slovenian cycling. Slovenia is a sporting nation, and in cycling, we have made progress which we could have barely imagined in the past. I will be thrilled to see Pogačar, Roglič, Mohorič, and all the other world-class riders on Slovenian roads. This will be an opportunity to once again show that we are excellent organizers and to present the beauty of Slovenia. The state will gladly support the Cycling Federation financially. For more than 30 years, we have successfully organized the Tour of Slovenia, and I am looking forward to great racing and to seeing Slovenian flags flying proudly." He's not wrong. The Tour of Slovenia has grown into one of the most beautiful races on the calendar. Those stages through the Socha Valley, that brutal climb to Kolovrat, and the finish on Kravovic. And now they get to scale it up to European Championship level. The routes are still top secret, but whispers are already circulating. Word is the road race could finish in the heart of Ljubljana with laps around the Old Town, or maybe a mountaintop finish above Lake Bohinj, or hold your breath, a remake of that legendary Polina stage from the Tour of Slovenia, where Pogačar and Roglič have duked it out in the past. Whatever they choose, it's going to be brutal, beautiful, and 100% Slovenian. UEC President Enrico Della Casa flew in for the signing and basically gave Slovenia a glowing 5-star review before the event has even happened. Quote, "I am just signed an important document marking the start of our joint path towards the 2026 European Championships. The event will take place 1 week after the World Championships, which means the best riders will be present in Slovenia, and you Slovenians have quite a few very strong riders." He added that the early organization has already been flawless, and he has zero doubt Slovenia will deliver a spectacular show. And that's the thing. Slovenia knows how to put on a bike race. They've been doing it for decades. The infrastructure is there, the passion is there, the scenery is drop-dead gorgeous. And now the stars have aligned in a way nobody could have predicted even a year ago. Let's be honest. When the European Championships were created back in 1995, nobody imagined a scenario like this. A nation of 2 million people producing not one, not two, but 3 genuine contenders for the biggest titles in the sport, and then getting to host the championships the year after one of them finally wins it for the first time? This is fairy tale stuff.